my books with me. Hello. I'm moving house and I've packed away quite a few of my books, but I've still got a bookshelf left, which is full of books that I'm yet to read. All these books are books that I plan to read soon, but obviously I won't be able to finish all these by the end of the year. So I'm just going to prioritize the ones that I'm aiming to read ASAP by putting them on the top. The first book I'm putting away is Wuthering Heights. I'm quite sad about putting this away because I really want to read it. I'm sure I could access it in a few days' time, but it's really difficult parting with books when you're just so obsessed with them, right? I don't think I'll be reading The Ministry of Time anytime soon, so I can put that in there. I've got 1984, which is something I actually want to read right now, so I'm going to put this on the side so I can pack it at the top of the box. On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. I've been meaning to read this for so long now, so I do need to do something about that, but I don't intend to read it anytime soon, so that's going in there. Then I've got The Book of Disappearance. This is something I've already been reading, so could do with packing this at the top because I'm almost finished. Then I've got Nausea by Jean-Paul Sartre. I don't think I'll be reading it soon, so I can pack that away. And I've got A Woman by Sibylla Aliramo. I actually really want to read this. I'm still going to pack it because I'm not reading it anytime soon. Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. This is actually something I started reading in 2015, but I never finished it. So this is going in my box because I will be reading it. Then I've got Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I really need to read this. I'm sure I started this. Why do I feel like I've got 2 copies of this? I don't know. Let's pack that away. Then I've got The Reluctant Fundamentalist by Mohsin Hamid. This is a book that I really actually want to read, but I won't be reading it this year. Hamnet, I'm putting this to the side because I have to get this done by the end of the year. And If We Were Villains, I also want to read this before the end of the year, so I'll put this to the side. Then I've got Donna Tartt, The Secret History. I'm halfway through it and I really do need to finish this, so let's put that to the side as well. Guys, I've already got a giant stack of books I'm putting to the side. I don't think anything's going in this book. And then I've got Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I think I'm going to pack that for now. Then I've got The Inseparable. I want to read this soon, so I'm going to keep this at the top as well. East of Eden. This is one that I definitely want to start ASAP, but the font is so small, it's so intimidating. And the book itself is 601 pages, but given the font, I would say it's much more. I'll have to do something with that. Then I've got Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead. I think I'm just gonna have to pack everything because every book that I pick up, I'm wanting to say that it's a book that I'm going to be reading ASAP, and that's what this whole bookshelf is about. Good Material by Dolly Alderton. I'm packing that away. The Great Alone by Kristin Hannah. I won't be reading that anytime soon, so that can go at the bottom. All the Lonely People by Mike Gale. I do want to read this, but I don't think I'll be reading it anytime soon. Leave Me by Gail Foreman. This is a book that I actually picked up when I first got into reading in around 2015, and I never finished it, but it's there with the intention of being read. Then I've got Girl, Woman, Other, which is a book that I have been wanting to read for a while, but I won't be reading it this year. The Perks of Being a Wallflower. This, I can't believe I've not read this yet. Do you need to read that? The Women by Kristin Hannah. This was one of my most anticipated reads in the year that it was released. I think it was, yeah. This was one of my most anticipated reads of last year, but I never ended up reading it. Clearly didn't anticipate it enough. Look how miserable that looks now without all the books on it. Then I've got Sally Rooney's Beautiful World, Where Are You? Started it, not finished it. Race by Toni Morrison. I'm really looking forward to reading this now that I've read Sula and I know a bit more about Toni Morrison. Depression by William Styron. I think I started this some time ago, but I never finished it. Would be a good read. Looking forward to reading that. Then I've got Recovery by Helen MacDonald. I bought this with these two from the train station, London Euston, at some point a few years ago. Never read them, so I need to read that. Let's aim for some of these up here. Actually, let's finish this. Written on the Body by Jeanette Winterson. I won't be reading that soon. The Catcher in the Rye, which is something I've been meaning to read for so long. I think I'm saying that about every book. Then I've got The Bell Jar, which I also need to read. I've got Eleanor Elephant is completely fine. This is a book that I picked up to read for book club, but I never actually read it, and it's just sat here, and I know it's meant to be such a brilliant book, so I will get to this one, but again, it's not in my priority reading list. If I Survive You by Jonathan S. Coffery. This was a book that I picked up when I went to a trip to Canada. What I didn't know when I picked it up is that it's a book full of short stories, and I don't really do well with a collection of short stories, but I do want to read it, so it's there. I'll get to it eventually. Penguin Classics. I've got Dante, Hafiz, Jane Austen, quite a few there, which I haven't read yet. These are so cute. They were like 80p. It's part of the Penguin collection, so it'd be good to read these when I get to them. I feel really sad packing these books away. Sea Scraper by Benjamin Wood. This is actually on my pressing TBR. I want to read it ASAP, so I think I'm going to put this to the side as well. Then we've got Monstrillo. I've actually read this, so this can be packed with confidence because I have read it. Then I've got Right by Sarah Rose Etta, also read it, so this can be packed. Sula by Toni Morrison, also read, so this can be packed. I've got a few here that I've read recently. I've got Astria by Kate Krumink. I read that too, so I'm going to put that away. The Outsider by Albert Camus, read that, so I'm going to put that away. Heartburn by Nora Ephron. I've just finished this, so I need to record my review actually, so I'm going to put this to the side for now. Then I've got Graham Greene, The End of the Affair. I haven't finished this, but I think it's a brilliant book, so I do need to keep that aside so I can finish reading it. Then I've got The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. This is also a book that I started reading, but I haven't yet finished. I think I'm going to pack this because I won't get to it in the next week or so. And I've got The Days of Abandonment by Elena Ferrante. My camera died mid-recording, but I'm back. Then we've got Persuasion by Jane Austen. I bought this book from HomeSense, and I think it's such a beautiful cover. Back in that because I won't be reading that just yet. Then I've got Valentino by Natalia Ginzburg. This is terrible because this book is tiny and I need to finish it. I've started reading it as well. Then I've got There Are Rivers in the Sky by Elif Shafak. I won't be reading this anytime soon. So Coming Up for Air by George Orwell. I really do want to read this, but it won't be this year, so back in that way. And then I've got Hello Beautiful. I love this copy. It's a book that I picked up when I went to Canada. It's got like frayed edges and it's huge, so I'm excited to read this as well when I get to it. That's the box packed. All the books are in here. Time to leave. I'm quite sad actually. So sad. And that's the end of my packing video. Thank you so much for watching.